showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Guys?
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. So Oklahoma's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Straight ahead, it's Hill. Enough to move the chains. Turns it on in midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Hey, put the brakes on it.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Finds his target. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back.
It's a fumble! And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First play of this drive. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Caught, and he's got room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Sooners have this offense rolling.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They made a little trouble for themselves with that penalty, now 2nd and 12. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Second and long here. He'll take it himself. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman Williams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Breaks into the open. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that, might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Run ends there. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out wide left, it's Hill. Can't get him to the ground. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone. Underwood. Under pressure. Unloads in the nick of time.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots.
Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab in the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. From deep, it's Danzy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the move, it's Blaylock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying the left side. Got him right there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. And he's still running after the move. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Now on the move. Turning it on. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Some might question the call. You're going to go for it on fourth down in your own territory, but you don't question the result. He takes the football on the ground all the way to the house. Not only does he get the fourth down conversion, he gets the big touchdown.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Speeding down the left side. He is in. Touchdown, Oregon. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On the return, it's Williams. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here.
Looking for a deep man. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Coleman Williams. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. came on the 12-yard run. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. He's got it along the sideline, and they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Throwing, Underwood. Stepping to the right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed, and it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Buried before he can blink. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls. Oh, going to be a turnover. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Hunt is on its way. Looks it in. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. A run for the quarterback. It's a fumble on the play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Making the adjustment. 2nd down, gonna throw it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
From the gun, it's Danzy. Hard running there. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And he's brought down after a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Got some green grass. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Second down, gonna throw it. Lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Using his feet. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. They are perfect on fourth down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Plowing ahead on fourth down. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll move the tight end. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Nearly intercepted.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Ducks with the first and 10. To the air. It's Underwood. They're all over it. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Throwing right. It's caught downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Underwood. He caught it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the draw, it's Williams. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. And it's the Hoosiers looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Finds his man. It's carry on. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down to the air. Rifles it down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
On third down, he drops to throw. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
They give it back to him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He won't get there. The defense with a fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
7-yard pickup on that one. Third down and 3 coming.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, That is just a gut punch.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Here's Underwood. Right side, it's Moore. Oh, what a move to get room. Touchdown, Ducks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dancy. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. But I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go.
Wait just a second, they're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. He's going for it all. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Running inside, it's Hill.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Underwood. Out of the backfield, he's open. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Finding some room. Powers through the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Left side, it's Johnson. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Got him quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Raiola. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's Raiola to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
Raiola from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Hits inside, it's Blaylock. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Rolling right and going deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. runs through a tackle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Look out! Trying to buy time. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First down here for the offense.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down, and both of these quarterbacks.
Lets it fly. Upstairs to make the catch. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. From the red zone, it's Blaylock. Back's going for the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Getting set for the point after.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Deep in the end zone, it's Bear. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They send the tight end in motion. Raiola rushes on, and he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that. Over. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Down 2 scores in the 4th. The defense did its job to get the ball back, and now the offense can find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Turning it on! And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DB's back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my pass.
Snagged it, and there's running room. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Davison. There he goes. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You got to love that if you're the head coach. Watching your defense and watching the big fella at D-tackle play with that kind of relentless pursuit to the football. One of the reasons it's hard to run against them is they've got everybody playing with effort. Did you see him fly to the football and make that play on the outside? That was awesome.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense might bring the house here. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he broke one tackle on. The crowd gets behind this defense. Right at the line. He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee.